Hispanic Heritage Month, meet Carlos Torres, who created a card game to help others build a basic vocabulary after struggling with his own lack of Spanish fluency.
Oh, so great to be able to see that and the effort he makes, and you know, to make it fun. So many people struggle with the difficulty of it and just kind of, you know, shun everything else to do with it, but to make fun out of it?
Yeah, to make fun and to join other people in bringing that to others. That's pretty cool.
We thank you so much for watching early today and being with us all week. I'm Frances Rivera.
By the way, we have not stopped singing NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Just want to let you know that. I'm Jessica Layton. Have a great weekend.
The Queen of Country takes her throne. Team Reba, The Voice, this fall.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. It's easier than you think.
December 9th, 1993, a crowd of over 100 stood in front of the depot, waiting for the lights to come on. Only half of the lights flashed on. We think it's time to make it right. This is the year we will light the depot for Christmas. With the money raised with this campaign, we will restore the lampposts and we will continue preservation and maintenance of the building. There are several ways you can help light up the depot.
Make your donation today at historicrailpark.com.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
Good morning. You're kickstarting your weekend with News 40 Sunrise. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack, tracking seasonable temperatures. It's going to be pretty nice out there, feeling fantastic. How long will these conditions last? I'm going to be tracking that just ahead in your complete forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise. Natural disasters have been rocking the U.S. this summer. We'll find out how you can be prepared in honor of National Preparedness Month. Then, President Biden's son Hunter has been indicted on federal gun charges. We'll see what's expected to come next for his case. Finally, we'll see why you should get your thrift on before the cold weather hits in today's edition of Feel Good Friday. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, September 15th. I'm Ashley Wilson. Thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. We start with our top stories this morning. The search for one missing Logan County inmate is over. You may remember News 40 showing you this man earlier in the week. Thursday night, the Logan County Sheriff's Office said Clavon Stevens, who walked away from a work release site, has now been captured. He reportedly was picked up at the Vet City Hotel by Bowling Green police. He is now back in custody. We look around the state where a federal jury awarded one Kentucky couple $100,000 after they were refused a marriage license 8 years ago. The case was filed against Kim Davis, the former Rowan County clerk who made headlines in 2015 for refusing to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples after the Supreme Court legalized gay marriage. Davis's lawyers say they will appeal the decision to the Supreme Court. And walkouts kick off for the UAW, and this strike could be a tipping point for U.S. laborers, impacting major auto companies like Ford, GM, and several other manufacturers. Some assembly plants being located right here in South Central Kentucky. News 40 spoke to Kentucky Senator Rand Paul Thursday, who had this to say concerning the major manufacturers.
It's a delicate dance. It's a delicate balance. And like I say, it's not my job to tell the union what to take or to tell the car manufacturers what to take, other than the fact that I think it's good that they negotiate and they just have to figure out what middle ground benefits both parties.
There's still no word on how this strike could affect our local GM Corvette plant and its employees. And this comes as auto workers walked off the job at 3 U.S. assembly plants overnight, kicking off one of the biggest labor strikes to hit this country in years. The union contract with Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis expired just before midnight, triggering the first round of walk-offs at 3 factories: a GM plant in Missouri, a Stellantis plant in Ohio, and a Ford plant in Michigan. Union members who are not at those striking plants will continue working. The UAW is seeking up to a 40% raise, while the 3 automakers are offering about half of that.
40% will put us out of business. We would lose $15 billion. We would have to cut people, close plants. What's the good of that?
They could double our wages, and they could not raise the price of vehicles, and they would still make billions of dollars.
GM has since issued a statement saying, quote, "We will continue to bargain in good faith with the union to reach an agreement as quickly as possible," end quote. That was a first look at your top stories. Now let's bring in meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of our Friday forecast. Darius, how's it looking out there?
Well, actually, it's looking pretty nice out there. We got mainly clear skies out there to start off this morning. It may be just a little brisk or a little chilly out there with those temperatures currently into the low 50s to start off. Even some 40s out there. 47 degrees in Woodbury, 54 degrees in Russellville, 53 in Franklin, 53 here in Bowling Green. So that's generally where those numbers are sitting this morning. We have those winds flowing in from the north and east. They're generally a light and calm wind as far as things go. Area of high pressure is keeping things dry for us, so radar is going to stay pretty quiet as we go throughout the day today. There's that area of high pressure towards the north and east. Meanwhile, towards the west, we've got a frontal boundary that's bringing some showers towards areas like Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and even towards Texas there towards the panhandle. We've got some showers and storms there into the southeast and to portions of Georgia. As we plan things out over the next 12 hours, plan for temperatures seasonable for this time of year, at least right around there, where numbers will be somewhere right around 80 degrees this afternoon with mainly sunny skies. It's going to look nice and feel nice once again as we're wrapping up this fantastic work week. But coming up a little bit later in my full forecast, I am going to be tracking some clouds and maybe even a few rain chances. I'll be telling you more about that in just the next little bit. Weather on the Force is brought to you by Weather on the Force is brought to you by Deborah Pros, attorneys at law. We're back with more News 40 Sunrise after this.
WNKY News 40. Broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Celebrate 3 years of winning all September long at the Mint Gaming Hall Kentucky Downs. Drive away in a brand new Subaru or win up to $500 in free play every Friday in September. Spin for a Subaru only at the Mint Gaming Hall Kentucky Downs.
Football Frenzy is back in South Central Kentucky. WNKY News 40 is your home for high school football. The most schools, the most highlights, the most coverage. Catch Football Frenzy Friday nights at 10 on WNKY News 40.
Don't let fear stop you from getting the dental care you need.
At Chandler Park Dental Care, many of our patients are pleased to know that we offer sedation dentistry for those that have anxiety about having dental work done.
We provide quality care for you and your family.
We're happy to welcome you into our relaxing atmosphere at Chandler Park Dental Care.
Call Chandler Park Dental Care today to schedule an appointment and experience the comprehensive and trusted care you deserve. Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Now some breaking news. FanDuel is coming to Kentucky.
Of course, all anyone has been talking about today, FanDuel is going live soon.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. FanDuel is coming to town. Fun is about to begin, everybody. I'm pumped. Let's go.
America's #1 sportsbook is headed to Kentucky. Get $100 in bonus bets when you sign up today. Make every moment more with FanDuel.
Win up to $5,000 cash with the Red Towel Drawings at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green every Friday in September at 6, 7, and 8 p.m. Red Towel Drawings only at the Mint Gaming Hall, proud partner of Western Kentucky University.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise at 7 minutes past the hour, and now time for Living Well, brought to you by Spring Hill Pharmacy. As Hurricane Lee churns off of the East Coast, the threat to New England and Atlantic Canada is growing. No matter what type of natural disaster or emergency Americans face, it's critical to be prepared beforehand. And those who are older may have a hard time making arrangements. In today's Health Minute, News 40's Morgan Hoover has simple steps to help seniors prepare for an emergency in honor of National Preparedness Month.
From wildfires to hurricanes, natural disasters and other emergencies are never easy.
I'll have to expect the unexpected, follow the old Boy Scout motto, be prepared.
A recent study finds that while most nursing homes met federal emergency preparedness requirements, about 77% reported challenges with preparing to meet the care needs of residents during an emergency. Many citing concerns about proper staffing during disasters and transporting residents during evacuations. No matter where a senior lives, it's especially critical for them to have a preparedness plan, says Dr. Lauren Sutherland with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Well, older adults have a higher likelihood of having long-term, what we call chronic medical conditions that may need to take daily medications for.
Sutherland says to have at least a 2-week supply of needed medications on hand for medicine that needs to be kept cool. Plan for a cooler or ice packs.
You also want to have a good paper copy that's up to date of all your medications.
That can all go into an emergency preparedness kit, along with things like water, food, a battery-powered radio, allowing for emergency alerts and warnings, extra batteries, a first aid kit, and a whistle to signal for help. Experts say to also know where to shelter if need be, and which route to take in the event of an evacuation, and who would drive. Sutherland says if authorities ask you to leave, it's a good idea to do so. For WNKY News 40, I'm Morgan Hoover.
The Food and Drug Administration says it will seek public opinion before making any kind of decision on a widely used decongestant recently deemed ineffective. Earlier this week, an advisory committee to the FDA voted unanimously that phenylephrine does not do anything to ease symptoms. The drug is found in over-the-counter cold and allergy medicine. The committee advised the FDA that drugs that don't work should not be sold. On Thursday, the FDA released an update saying it will take the committee's input and evidence into account, but the agency will make the final decision. Coming up on News 40 Sunrise, Hunter Biden has now been indicted on charges. We'll see what politicians are saying and the case that goes forward.
Plus, it's been an incredible week of weather. Will it stay that way for the weekend? I'll have that answer coming up in your full forecast. It's 10 minutes past the hour. You're watching News 40 Sunrise.
Every Tuesday evening, now through October, from 5 to dusk, come join us and go cruising for a cure. Rev up for fun, fellowship, and cool cars. Cruise on in behind Brewster's Real Ice Cream on Scottsville Road in the Southern Lanes parking lot. We're raising money for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, the Alzheimer's Association, and Hospice of Southern Kentucky. Join us now for Cruisin' for a Cure, presented by J.C. Kirby & Son Funeral Chapels.
At Spring Hill Pharmacy, we see that simple packaging can benefit a lot of people with taking their medications simply and correctly. With Smart Pack, you can have the confidence you're taking the medications at the right dose and at the right time. We are committed to providing you with a safe and organized tool to help make your life easier and worry-free. Spring Hill Pharmacy, where helping people is what we do. Visit us on Russellville Road in Bowling Green.
Dreams for your space? When looking for home decor ideas, you want BG Home Furnishings.
BG Home Furnishings designers are here to bring your dream home to life with one-on-one design help. Personalized advice from the best has never been this easy, accessible, and valuable. The BG at Home team handpicks from over 100 brands to create a selection of furniture and home decor that is tailored to your style.
Call us today to set up your free in-home design consultation.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Just rocking and rolling, baby. Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, ma'am. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
President Biden's son Hunter has been indicted on federal gun charges. It's the latest move in a years-long probe and marks the first time a sitting president's son has been indicted. Bree Jackson is in Washington with the details.
President Biden's son, Hunter, indicted on 3 criminal counts related to federal gun charges.
This isn't the crime of the century. This was basically making false statements about drug addiction in order to get a firearm.
This comes just 2 months after his plea deal fell apart. An attorney for the president's youngest son says the charges are unwarranted and claims prosecutors are bending to political pressure. The special counsel overseeing the case declined to comment. Republicans say the charges did not go far enough.
And ironically, that's the one crime that he committed that you cannot tie Joe Biden into. So we'll see what happens with the other 11 or so crimes that the president's sons committed.
Democrats are coming to the Biden family's defense.
We all have people in our families who have had challenges in life and addiction and have broken laws. I don't think it reflects on the president in any way.
The indictment of the sitting president's son comes as his 2024 re-election campaign ramps up toward a possible rematch with former President Trump, who has been hit with multiple indictments himself.
The presumption of innocence operates for both of them. Due process rights operate for both of them. And, we shouldn't take delight in other people's misfortunes, but we have to have a rule of law.
If convicted, Hunter Biden faces a maximum penalty of 25 years in prison.
The time is 6:14 on a Friday. It's the time for a full check of your forecast, and I'm meteorologist Darius Mack. We take a look at radar, and it is a clean sweep out there. Once again, it is another crisp and cool morning out there. That's all courtesy of an area of high pressure that is off towards our north and east. It's Canadian ridge of high pressure that's been keeping things dry for us, but also keeping things crisp and cool for us and nice for us. As far as things go, though, if you're looking for any rain, you'll have to go towards the west, towards Minnesota there, northwestern Wisconsin, towards Nebraska, even towards Oklahoma, there into Kansas, and then also near the Texas Panhandle, where they're seeing some showers and storms, even a severe warm storm there. But as far as things go for us, it's just been pretty nice and quiet. It's just been an incredible week of weather. Temperatures have been pretty nice. It's been a little cool in the mornings, but in the afternoon, it's just been pleasantly warm. Weather views across the region. Butler County right now, this is the view. It's mostly clear out there, and temperatures generally right around 50 degrees out there. It's 47 currently, though, at the Woodbury thermometer, 51 at the WKU Farm thermometer. And we take a little temperature tour across the area. Generally have those numbers into the low and middle 50s. It's 55 there into Edmonton, 56 in Gamelia. Towards the north, it's 56 in Hartford, 52 in Hardinsburg. Towards the west, Madisonville checking in at 53 degrees. It's 52 there into Greenville. And those dew points, wow, it is just amazing out there. With those dew points into the 50s, this is just very refreshing, very comfortable out there, and that is the case. We're not tracking any mugginess on Muggy Maps. So here's the broad view again. There's that area of high pressure. It's serving up sunshine and also those cooler winds from the north and east, and it's blocking out any rain chances. However, I am going to be tracking some rain chances for the weekend. It's not looking impressive, but we will have some rain chances around. Here's the latest tropical tracker update from the National Hurricane Center on Hurricane Lee, and it's Category 1 storm. It's bringing some high surf there right along the eastern seaboard, but otherwise it's not expected to bring direct impacts to the north and east, but it will be bringing in some heavy rain, especially across Maine a little bit later this week. As far as things go, Futurecast for today. Plan for lots of sunshine. We've got a few clouds that will be in the mix, but otherwise it's going to be a seasonable feel out there. We're in that time of year now where our normal high temperatures will range anywhere into the upper 70s to lower 80s. So we're going to be right around 80 degrees this afternoon. And as we go in store for later tonight, you're going to notice those clouds on the increase. With those clouds on the increase, that will kind of act as a blanket. So temperatures will run a tad warmer, actually, for those morning time temperatures by your Saturday. Notice we got a few shower chances to track for your Saturday, especially by mid to late morning, and especially for eastern zones, say towards the Cumberland Parkway. You got a better chance of seeing some showers tomorrow, and maybe even some of those gustier showers as a possibility. But we go throughout the day. Notice although we have rain chances, it's not going to be a total washout, so don't think about canceling any plans. Sunday, we'll have more chances for showers moving through our skies. Here's your 7-day forecast. By the way, you can scan this QR code at the top right-hand corner of your screen, where you can always find the forecast available on WNKY.com. As we go through the rest of the next 7 days, temperatures ranging in the upper 70s and lower 80s. We're back with more News 40 Sunrise after this.
Family Enrichment Center and Phillips Ice Service presents Yellowstone, a night at Dutton Ranch, Saturday, September 23rd. Put on your finest cowboy chic and head to the venue at 939 Adams Street for an evening of food and whiskey tastings, silent auctions, and music by Tyrone Dunn and Kinfolk. All proceeds benefit FEC Child Abuse Prevention Programs. Get your tickets now at FamilyEnrichmentCenter.com/Yellowstone.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, we want to help.
By getting you as much money as we can, as quickly as we can.
By getting to know you and keeping you informed every step of the way.
And by dealing with the insurance companies and the paperwork and all of the other hassles that just add to your worries.
Call Crocker Law Firm.
It doesn't cost anything to see if we can help.
If you've been injured in a wreck, before you talk to an insurance company, call Crocker Law Firm.
We know you're going through a lot. Reaching out for help should be painless.
The Barren River District Health Department is the place to go for your essential healthcare needs. Barren River Health offers immunizations, STD, pregnancy, and lead testing, as well as WIC benefits, tuberculosis care, and more. Clinic locations are available in Barren, Butler, Edmondson, Hart, Logan, Metcalfe, Simpson, and Warren counties. Call to schedule an appointment today.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Season 2, September 18th.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40.
It's Macy's one-day sale now with great deals of the day, like 40% off designer fragrances, up to 50% off underwear, bras, and more, and up to 60% off shoes, handbags, and accessories. Plus, get free shipping with any $25 purchase at Macy's.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
Overnight, the head of the United Auto Workers announced the beginning of a series of strikes against the big three U.S. automakers, starting with 3 assembly plants, a Missouri General Motors, an Ohio Stellantis, and a Michigan Ford plant. This is the first time the UAW is carrying out a strike against the big three simultaneously. More than 50,000 Chuckle and Roar Ultimate Water Beads activity kits are being recalled after a 10-month-old child died from swallowing the beads, and a 9-month-old was seriously injured also from ingesting the beads. Water beads are crystals that grow when put in water. The recalled kits made by Buffalo Games were sold exclusively at Target from March through November of last year. And Delta is limiting a popular perk that allows American Express and other premium cardholders access to its Sky Club lounges. The Atlanta-based airline says the move is aimed to reduce crowding. Starting in February 2025, Delta will cap American Express Platinum cardholders to 6 visits per year, and Delta Reserve American Express cardholders to 10. Basic economy flyers will no longer be admitted regardless of their premium cardholder status. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
For the first time in history, union workers are on strike against all big three automakers. The United Auto Workers Union failed to reach an agreement with Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis. Now workers are joining the picket lines. Gloria Pazmino reports.
We are the union! We are the union!
Strikes underway as the clock ticks past the midnight deadline to close the deal.
I don't know how I'm gonna survive, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be out here striking.
We're gonna be here as long as we can, until we get what we deserve. It's time.
Of the union's 145,000 members, nearly 13,000 are on strike Friday. The United Auto Workers Union announcing the start of targeted action at 3 select plants in Michigan, Missouri, and Ohio.
This strategy will keep the companies guessing. It will give our national negotiators maximum leverage and flexibility in bargaining. And if we need to go all out, we will.
The union is asking for ambitious raises in wages, benefits, and job protections for members. Ford CEO Jim Farley saying Thursday the company can't afford those demands.
40% will put us out of business. We would lose $15 billion. We would have to cut people, close plants. What's the good of that?
They could double our wages, and they could not raise the price of vehicles, and they would still make billions of dollars.
GM issuing this statement. We will continue to bargain in good faith with the union to reach an agreement as quickly as possible for the benefit of our team members, customers, suppliers, and communities across the U.S. I'm Gloria Pasmino reporting.
Weather on the 4s, brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law. Today's forecast features Flynn and Fletcher, and they say, hooray, it's Friday. I mean, it's finally Friday. We're getting you ready for the weekend. It's a little cool out there this morning. Definitely will need that jacket as you're heading out and about, but this afternoon, it's going to be pretty fantastic as far as things go. Temperatures generally into the 50s out there. Woodbury thermometer at 47 degrees. Otherwise, you're generally seeing temperatures right around 54 or so out there. Here are those winds. They are flowing in from the north and east. It's a light and calm wind out there. Radar pretty dry and quiet. This is all associated with an area of high pressure that was serving up sunshine our yesterday, and that's going to be the same case today as we go throughout the day today. But you're going to notice some clouds on the increase as we go throughout the overnight time frame. Your commuter forecast, lots of sunshine in store, temperatures around 80 degrees this afternoon. And News 40 Sunrise continues after this.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, we want to help.
By getting you as much money as we can, as quickly as we can.
If you've been injured in a wreck, before you talk to an insurance company, call Crocker Law Firm.
Call Crocker Law Firm.
It doesn't cost anything to see if we can help.
At Horizon Pace, I have one doctor, not 4 or 5. And if I need to talk to that doctor and he's not with another patient, he'll come and talk to me. Everything's going real good. I come off of about 19 pills down to 7 now, and I love it. I wouldn't do without it right now.
Horizon Pace is the face of your healthcare. Contact us for more information.
Did you know one of the most common reasons moms stop breastfeeding early is a concern about their breast milk supply? Many times, moms may think your baby isn't getting enough breast milk because your baby eats often. It's actually normal for infants to breastfeed 8 to 12 times a day. They may also cluster feed, meaning they may eat frequently, sometimes even as often as every half hour for a few feedings. If you have concerns about your infant's feeding or see signs of inadequate breast milk, contact a lactation professional and your healthcare provider.
Whoa! Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get $200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Want the best seat to see the big game? Ford's can help, and it can be right in your home. This Ultra Plush Chaise rocking recliner features extra padded seats and full body support for only $5.99. Now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
Welcome back. You're watching News 40 Sunrise, getting you ready for the weekend. The weather has been incredible. How is it shaping up for the weekend? I'll have that answer coming up in your full forecast. The time is 6:26. Here's the latest on the top stories.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise. Thank you for joining us on this Friday morning. I'm Ashley Wilson. We continue with our top stories. The search for one missing Logan County inmate is over. You may remember News 40 showing you this man earlier in the week. Thursday night, the Logan County Sheriff's Office said Clavon Stevens, who walked away from a work release site, has now been captured. He reportedly was picked up at the Vet City Hotel by Bowling Green police. He is now back in custody. We look around the state where a federal jury awarded one Kentucky couple $100,000 after they were refused a marriage license 8 years ago. The case was filed against Kim Davis, the former Rowan County clerk who made headlines in 2015 for refusing to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples after the Supreme Court legalized gay marriage. Davis's lawyers say they will appeal the decision to the Supreme Court. And walkouts kick off for the UAW, and the strike could be a tipping point for U.S. laborers, impacting major auto companies like Ford, General Motors, and several other manufacturers. Some assembly plants being located right here in South Central Kentucky. News 40 spoke to Kentucky Senator Rand Paul Thursday, who had this to say concerning the major manufacturers.
It's a delicate dance. It's a delicate balance. And like I say, it's not my job to tell the union what to take or to tell the car manufacturers what to take, other than the fact that I think it's good that they negotiate, and they just have to figure out what middle ground benefits both parties.
There's still no word on how the strike could affect our local GM Corvette plant and its employees. And this comes as auto workers walked off the job at 3 U.S. assembly plants overnight, kicking off one of the biggest labor strikes to hit the country in years. The union contract with Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis expired just before midnight, triggering the first round of walkouts at 3 factories, a GM plant in Missouri, a Stellantis plant in Ohio, and a Ford plant in Michigan. Union members who are not at those striking plants will continue working. The UAW is seeking up to a 40% raise, while 3 automakers are offering about half that.
40% will put us out of business. We would lose $15 billion. We would have to cut people, close plants. What's the good of that?
They could double our wages, and they could not raise the price of vehicles, and they would still make billions of dollars.
GM has since issued a statement saying, quote, "We will continue to bargain in good faith with the union to reach an agreement as quickly as possible," end quote. That was a final look at your top stories. Now it's time to see who needs a forever home in today's Pet of the Day.
I'm reporter Carlisle Coppins, and it's now time for your Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. I'm here with Goofy and Minnie, and oh my goodness, these are the sweetest kittens. They love to cuddle. These little kittens are 8 weeks old. They are a little curious, but they just love to snuggle. They're very adventurous. Come down to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society and adopt them today.
Oh, they are so
what
adorable.
A duo.
Goofy and Minnie, and I mean, they seem like they just are just such a joy to be around.
Such a curious little kittens, and if you're a Disney fan, how can you not run to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society and adopt these 2 today? They need those forever homes.
They do. Well, coming up after the break, I'm going to help you plan out your Friday the News 40 way. Don't go anywhere.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Season 2, September 18th.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Kick it back to the 80s at this year's Lip Sync Battle, benefiting Megan's Mobile Grocery. Get your tickets today at lipsyncbattlebg.com. Join us September 21st at Soki Marketplace, presented by Service One Prosper Foundation.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way.
It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays every week at Tidball's parking lot. This week features Soul of Kentucky. To benefit the Alzheimer's Association. See the full lineup at WNKY.com. Pictionary.
Jump rope. Jump rope.
Every weekday. Pictionary on NBC 40. Pictionary.
Jump rope. Jump rope.
Every weekday. Pictionary on NBC 40.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise, and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Weather on the 4s brought to you by Deborah Bros Attorneys at Law. It's a beautiful start to this morning. Crisp and cool out there and clear skies as we take a look at WKU Farm this morning. Just look at that gorgeous view as you're stepping outside. You're definitely going to need that jacket out there because, yeah, it's a little cool, a little chilly with those numbers into low 50s and upper 40s. It's 47 at the Woodbury thermometer, 52 degrees in Franklin. It's 55 in Scottsville. We have those winds that are flowing in from the north and east. It's around that area of high pressure that is still serving up sunshine our way today and also keeping things less humid for us. So yes, it's going to be yet another fantastic day on your fantastic Friday. And there's the area of high pressure towards the north and east. It's keeping things dry. Got some showers and storms out there towards the Texas Panhandle, but otherwise, really, it's relatively quiet across our world of weather, and it should stay mostly quiet as we go through the weekend. I'm going to be tracking some rain chances, though, at least for parts of the day on your Saturday and your Sunday. But today, it's going to be pretty nice. We've got lots of sunshine in store. Temperatures right around 80 degrees this afternoon. Not tracking any rain chances to talk about, so yet another fantastic day to get out and about and really enjoy it. I'll have your weekend forecast coming up in the next little bit, but for now, I'll send it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Darius. It's time now for your Friday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And with me in studio this morning is Stephanie Morton, here to talk all about the upcoming Step Up for Down Syndrome. Stephanie, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm so wonderful. It's nice to have you here because we're talking about the 25th Step Up for Down Syndrome happening tomorrow at Bowling Green Ballpark. Tell us all about it.
So it is going to be a great big celebration of all our friends with that little something extra. 25 years of memories and more. We're really excited to welcome all of our friends. We've got 42 teams registered so far. So that is our biggest registration yet. And so we still have plenty of room for more people though. And even if you don't have a team, come out, enjoy all the activities that we have going on. We're going to have characters. Miss Kentucky is going to be there. We're going to have games. Of course, the carousel will be open, things like that. Face painting, just all kinds of fun. And then, of course, our Rockers performance and the walk itself and celebrating all these guys is just going to be amazing.
And having been a part of this event before, gosh, the fun and the energy and just the great time that everyone has. Everyone's supporting one another, and it's all going towards such a great cause because this is not just a walk, it's for the Buddy House, right?
Right. This is the largest fundraiser of the year for us, and so it provides the majority of the funds for us to provide our services at no cost to our families, which is a big help because, you know, we are privately funded. So any amount of money that we raise at any time, you know, just keeps continuing us to be able to give into these guys and just help them shine.
And you really, I mean, it starts from birth through adult. I mean, you really serve the entire community.
Yes, Down syndrome individuals of all ages, and you know, we make it a core about the family as well. So we try to do everything we can, no matter what it is. We try to make sure the resources are available to help those families, you know, help their individual be independent and successful.
Now, I have to ask personally, are we gonna have any jewelry there made by 21 Designs?
Of course, you're gonna have jewelry, art, all of that stuff. We're going to have that out. We're going to have a sale on some of our Christmas items and things. So, you know, that's going to be a good opportunity to buy that one-of-a-kind piece. Nothing is ever a lot like anything else.
And I love it. I have a couple pieces myself, and I love it. All right, Stephanie, once more before we go, tell us when and where and how we can get more information.
So it's tomorrow, September 16th at Bowling Green Ballpark. The gates open at 10 a.m. with opening ceremonies at 11:30.
All right, Stephanie. Well, I look forward to seeing you there tomorrow morning, and we hope to see everyone else out there as well.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That was another look at this morning's Sunrise Spotlight. When we return, the MAC is back with another full look at this morning's forecast. Stay with us.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan makes starting a claim easy. You don't even have to leave your couch. Done. Just dial Pound Law or go to forthepeople.com to get started. Now back to this.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Hi, I'm Hiram Kemp.
Hi, I'm Neil Pollard.
We're the hosts of The Light of the World.
Please join us on WNKY NBC 40.
Every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Our aim is to reflect Jesus, the true light. Hope to see you here.
Want the best seat to see the big game? Ford's can help, and it can be right in your home. This ultra plush chaise rocking recliner features extra padded seats and full body support for only $5.99. Now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, ma'am. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
Welcome back. The time is about 6:39. Another full check of your forecast. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. It has been a fantastic or incredible week of weather. I mean, we've just had those pleasantly warm temperatures, and we even see a blast of fall across the area. Of course, those temperatures in the morning a little cool on the chilly side, but it just feels nice by the afternoon. As far as things go, with radar, it's pretty dry and quiet out there, and that is the case. This is all associated with an area of high pressure. But if you're looking for rain, we're seeing some showers there towards Wisconsin, through Minnesota, Nebraska, there into South Dakota, and even towards the Texas Panhandle, where they're seeing some showers and storms. But meanwhile, in our part of the weather world, things are just relatively dry and quiet for us, and that just seems to be the case today as well. Weather views across the region, courtesy of Kentucky Mesonet. 47 at the Woodbury thermometer. So yeah, it's a little chilly out there, but notice it's mostly clear as we take a view across the region. Look at the WKU farm. Just a beautiful sight as you're stepping outside this morning. Temperatures generally right around 50 degrees is where numbers are running. We take a little temperature tour. 54 degrees currently in Glasgow and Edmonton right now. It's 53 in Munfordville, 56 degrees in Gamelia. To the north, Litchfield currently at 47 degrees. Hartisburg at 51. Towards the west, got numbers generally into low 50s there, 51 in Greenville. Here are those dew points. They are into the upper 40s and low 50s out there. It certainly feels pretty nice and refreshing. I mean, it is a brisk, cool feel when you step outside. Muggy map not showing any mugginess, and I'm not expecting any mugginess over the next several days, really. Here's the big picture. There's that area of high pressure that is over the Great Lakes. It's stirring in those winds from the north and east. It's keeping things cooler for us as well. Latest on Tropical Tracker, here's Hurricane Lee, and the latest from the National Hurricane Center. It's moving north at 16 miles an hour with maximum sustained wind speeds at 85 miles an hour. It's bringing some high surf along the Atlantic coast there, especially towards north and east, although it's not expected to make direct impacts or a direct hit to the states. It will be bringing lots of heavy rainfall and some strong winds towards Maine a little bit later. As far as things go, Futurecast as we go throughout the day today could see some clouds starting to filter in. Otherwise, it's mainly sunny out there. Tracking a seasonable feel with temperatures right around 80 degrees this afternoon. We're getting to that time of year now where our normal highs are going to be somewhere into the low 80s and upper 70s now. So it's going to look nice and feel nice. As far as things go for overnight temperatures, notice we're going to trend a little milder compared to the last couple of mornings by Saturday. And that's because we do have those clouds that will start to increase. So that will act as a blanket for us. But then notice some shower chances will be around, especially by mid to late morning and along the Cumberland Parkway region. There is where we could start seeing those showers around. This will continue to move through our skies. Not expecting a total washout with these rain chances as we go through your Saturday, but we'll have those occasional shower chances around and maybe even some gusty winds with some of those showers, and more showers possible into early on Sunday. How about that 7-day forecast as we go over the next stretch of days? Temperatures staying into the upper 70s to lower 80s for those daytime highs, and lows into the middle and lower 50s. Now it's time to announce this week's Soki's Birthday Club winners, and the winners are Madeline Hunt and Susan Diane McLeod. Congratulations, you've just won $15 off $50 purchase at Lost River Cave Gift Shop, 2 free cones, and $3 off when using QR code on their app from Brewster's, and a Marquee Backstage water bottle. You too can sign up for Soki's Birthday Club by visiting WNKY.com/birthday. Now let's wish our friends a happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
At Brewster's, we believe life is a celebration. Don't limit yourself to birthdays or holidays. Create a custom cake anytime. Our creamy homemade ice cream catapults the ordinary into the extraordinary. Treat yourself today at Brewster's.
Will the Voice reigning champion
I won this competition last season.
break out his signature move?
Who do you choose? This is so hard.
And there's the Nile Smile. The Voice, September 25th on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
I need your help solving a murder.
Whose murder?
Mine.
People predictably make wrong decisions. Why?
I hear people are irrational.
The Irrational, September 25th on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Whoa! Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get $200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Don't sleep on this delicious deal. Get a sausage biscuit with hash browns or a McChicken biscuit with hash browns for just $2.79. Only at McDonald's.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Season 2, September 18th.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40.
It's time to tighten up, South Central Kentucky.
WNKY is your official home for the Tennessee Titans.
Watch our games plus the Coach Mike Vrabel Show and Titans All Access.
Only on WNKY News 40 because local matters.
Welcome into Sports. Our football frenzy game of the week is a crosstown matchup as Glasgow is hosting Barron County. The Trojans are coming off their first loss of the season against Monroe County. Quarterback Tate Spillman has accounted for most of the Trojans' points on the year while only passing for just 1 touchdown. He has 7 rushing touchdowns on the year. Trojans head coach Tommy Muse discussed how the team is moving on after last week's loss.
Monroe last week, kids kind of a little too confident after starting out 3-0, and we laid an egg there. We just try to match up with our personnel the best we can is what we're doing. Once a big play guy for them, we just can't let stuff behind us. We got to make them earn their touchdowns with long drives and not 1 or 2 plays on us.
And the Glasgow Scotties are a perfect 4-0 on the year ahead of this rivalry game. This year's contest renews a matchup that hasn't taken place since 2016, in which Glasgow bested the Trojans 49-12. Scotties offensive coordinator John Myers spoke on how his team has looked this season and how they are preparing for Barron County.
I think we've done some good things, and we've also got a lot of things that we can work on. I think we've really spent a lot of time working on our passing game throughout the summer, and I think it's paying dividends. We've been able to be very efficient in our passing game and still been able to be very efficient in our running game as well. We know that Barron County is going to be excited. We know that they're going to play hard. We know they're a physical football team, and we're going to have to execute very well to put up some points.
And finally, WKU Soccer was back in action last night, kicking off Conference USA play. The Tops hosted conference rival MTSU over the WKU Soccer complex. The Tops came out aggressive in the first half of play, netting 3 goals before intermission. WKU held the lead in the second half, picking up a big win. Final score, 3-0. Well, that's a look at sports. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Patrick. Governor Andy Beshear was in Warren County Thursday to put the finishing touches on a new business in the Trans Park that is set to bring around 2,000 more jobs to the Commonwealth. News 40's Noah Fairber has more on the story.
The newest addition to the Kentucky Trans Park is a battery plant set to bring 2,000 jobs to the Commonwealth.
This is a game-changing, state-changing project here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Combined with a couple other projects, it makes us the electric vehicle battery production capital of the United States of America. What's behind us is going to provide 2,000 good jobs for our Kentucky families and cement us as an automotive leader for decades to come.
The new plant is for AESC, a company based out of Japan. CEO Shoichi Matsumoto explains why he chose to come to Warren County.
This place, very good for logistic area, and also infrastructure, very good, and also the workforce, very strong support from the government.
Governor Beshear is grateful to AESC for all their help during the process of coming to the Trans Park.
This started with a meeting in my office with 2 gentlemen and a laptop. And now you see a $2 billion facility and the topping off ceremony, which is so spectacular today. But getting a chance to meet Mr. Matsumoto, talk to him about his vision for AESC and how this will be their biggest facility anywhere is really special. He's committed to us and to Kentucky, and I'm really excited about how we're going to grow together.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Noah Fairber, WNKY News 40.
When we come back, we'll find out how you'll be able to keep a little extra money in your pocket during the fall for this week's Feel Good Friday. Plus, Darius Mack will have another check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere.
My brother Tim was paralyzed at Disney World. We got to see what happens when you're poor and you got a big injury, and we ended up hiring the wrong lawyer. When I see these clients in my lobby, I see my brother Tim, and I don't want him or them to ever have that kind of representation. I want them to have their best chance of winning and the best chance to put their life back together the best way they can.
WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click Submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Have big dreams for your space? When looking for home decor ideas, you want BG Home Furnishings.
BG Home Furnishings designers are here to bring your dream home to life with one-on-one design help. Personalized advice from the best has never been this easy, accessible, and valuable. The BG at Home team handpicks from over 100 brands to create a selection of furniture and home decor that is tailored to your style.
Call us today to set up your free in-home design consultation.
Now some breaking news.
FanDuel is coming to Kentucky.
Of course, all anyone has been talking about today, FanDuel is going live soon.
Oh
yeah, I'm feeling it. FanDuel is coming to town. Fun is about to begin, everybody. I'm pumped. Let's go.
America's #1 sportsbook is headed to Kentucky. Get $100 in bonus bets when you sign up today. Make every moment more with FanDuel. The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 4:30 on CBS 40.
There's no denying that cooler temperatures are here, but the prices of most consumer goods are staying hot. For this week's Feel Good Friday, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son, Tucker Covey tells us just why the fall season is the perfect time to save money.
Many people may have heard about the potential savings, but may be unfamiliar with the many ways to save by shopping secondhand. But secondhand does not mean the condition isn't first rate.
People that donate actually have a lot of new items or very, very gently used items in their closets, so some items that have not even been worn.
People stand to potentially save serious money by thrifting, and at St. Teresa's, much of the money you spend helps them assist low-income people in Bowling Green and Warren County.
We do have a lot of name brand clothing items, so I mean you're saving anywhere, I believe, from like 30 to 70%.
If you are looking for a more curated collection of items, then Beverly Hills Bargain Boutique might be worth a visit. With a great deal of designer options and a helpful staff, this consignment store is one of the best in Bowling Green.
When we bring things into our store, we're looking for the things that already have stains and holes and aren't things that we're looking to sell, and we give those back to the consignor so that we can put out the best merchandise and make it easy and attainable for people to come in and get a great deal on something that they know that they can enjoy in their closet.
And for some, it's more than just saving money. It's supporting local jobs and businesses, recycling and reusing fashion, and the thrill of the hunt.
I love finding a great deal on a brand that I would love to own in my closet that I cannot afford to buy it at the retail store, and I love having those nice things that I wouldn't be able to get otherwise.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, this is Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
It's about 6:54. Weather on the floors before you head out the door. Brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law. We take a live look at the WKU farm this morning. Look at the view there. It is pretty nice out there. A beautiful start to the day. A gorgeous sunrise on this Friday. It is finally Friday. Getting you ready for the weekend, and temperatures this morning generally running into the 50s out there, with the exception of Woodbury right now at 47 degrees, but it's 55 in Scottsville, 54 in Glasgow, 53 in Munfordville, 52 in Franklin. We got those winds that are flowing in from the north and east. It's around an area of high pressure that's working to serve up that sunshine our way, so that's why things are pretty dry and quiet for us on radar. That's going to be the case. Your commuter forecast, it's going to be a pretty commute, a sunny commute as well. Bring the sunshades. We got sunshine in store. Temperatures right around 80 degrees throughout this afternoon. 81 for the PM drive. We're back with more News 40 Sunrise, or we're at least wrapping up News 40 Sunrise after this.
Hi, I'm Angie Steinhorst.
And my name is Mark Steinhorst, and we are the proud owners of Tuffy. We went down to Clarksville and left Tuffy here with the dog sitter. Tuffy shot out past him and took off running.
They posted, I think it was that night or the very next morning, on the Warren County, Kentucky Lost and Found page. Your pet goes missing or is lost, immediately get on that page. If we didn't have a sense of community, just being newer here, we certainly came out of this whole experience with a sense of community.
Let me be direct. You're watching football wrong. What do you call a guy in face paint that can't get the game? A clown.
Sorry, what was it again? No, just give me a second.
Amateurs.
Sorry, everybody.
DirecTV Sports Central gives you access to every game. So you never have to compromise on game day.
Was that necessary?
I was just illustrating a point.
Access NFL Sunday Ticket on us. Get a $400 reward card.
Okay.
I made it to college football as a walk-on. None of the scholarship, but all the hard work. It wasn't glamorous, but it taught me to leave it all on the field. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor. Andy Beshear has failed us. He locked our schools and unlocked our jails. We can do better. I'm Daniel Cameron. I'm leaving it all on the field so the next generation inherits a quality education system, safer communities, and more prosperous families. Join me, and let's go win this thing.
At WNKY News 40, we're always on. WNKY.com has the latest in breaking news, local headlines, weather forecasts, and sports highlights. WNKY News 40, because local matters.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 4:30 on CBS 40.
The Queen of Country takes her throne.
Team Reba.
The voice this fall.
Something you don't want to miss today is Food Truck Friday. This week we'll have Soul of Kentucky with a portion of the proceeds benefiting our friends over at the Alzheimer's Association. So head on over to Tidball's parking lot from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for a bite to eat, and always be on the lookout because you never know who will have parked outside on a Friday.
Oh, it is Friday. We are finally here.
We are finally here.
Into the weekend.
It's a fall Friday because it feels so nice.
It does. It feels beautiful out there. It really does. It's got that football-like feel to it.
That football feel because it's football frenzy time.
I know our friends in Barron County are really looking forward to that matchup.
That's going to be a hot matchup.
I know. Who do you think's going to win?
Oh, I have
any
no
predictions?
idea. No predictions.
I don't know either.
I just want them all to have a good time.
Yeah, well, I have a friend that graduated from Glasgow High School, so I have a feeling he...
So you're kind of pulling for them?
I'm kind of pulling for Glasgow, just for him.
Okay.
But again, if Barron County wins, I won't be disappointed. I just hope that it's a great game. Since 2016,
I'm sure it'll be a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
wow,
I didn't realize it had been that long since they've. But having those, inter-county rivals, those are fun games. I remember going to those when I was in high school, and just the pep rallies and the just going all out in school colors.
Who was the biggest rival when you were in high school?
Greenwood.
Greenwood?
Or Warren Central, depending on if it was football or basketball.
What about you, Darius?
Because
I went to Bowling Green High School.
I would say, like, when I went to Scott County High School, so we were I think we won like the 2014 state championship.
Wow,
so
really? That must have been a fun year.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice year. So.
That's crazy. Wow, I mean, I grew up in the DC area, so.
I need to go put on my purple and gold.
Yes, you should. You totally
throwback.
should. Absolutely.
I love it.
Really good.
I do.
But like I said, I mean, the weather's going to be great for football. At least it seems like, Darius.
Yeah, it should be nice. I mean, it's going to be pretty nice and fantastic today. We got some clouds that will be increasing later this evening and through tonight, and that's going to be ahead of some rain chances for parts of the day on your Saturday. Not expecting a total washout, so don't think about canceling any plans. I know that there are events happening tomorrow morning. As far as things go, though, over the next stretch of days, things are going to stay dry and quiet for us as we go into next week. Highs ranging anywhere into the upper 70s to lower 80s.
All right. Thank you, Darius, and thank you all for joining us this Friday morning. We hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we look forward to seeing you right back here on Monday at 6 a.m. Your network news is next, but here's a sneak peek at what's coming up next week. Coming up next week on News 40 Sunrise, find out how you can join the fight against suicide with an upcoming charity walk.
Plus, discover how you can help those struggling with food insecurity in our community.
Then find out how you can change the life of one shelter animal with our daily pet of the day.
Finally, learn the story of how one local veteran served our country in next week's Voices of Honor.
Be sure to wake up with us every weekday morning at 6 a.m.
Only on News 40.
Because local matters.